What's going on, YouTube? This is Rob A again, and this time we're going to be taking a look at Transformers Prime Robots in Disguise Voyager Ultra Magnus. I've been super excited for all these new Voyagers that are coming along in the Prime line, and I just got this guy in the mail this morning, and I can't wait to take a look at him. So let's first check out the packaging. Standard Transformers Prime Voyager packaging. Light up battle hammer. Batteries included. Hooray! On the side here, it's got a pretty sweet picture of him. I can't tell yet if I think this guy is actually going to be in the show or not, because this is very nice CGI here, but I don't think it's actually Prime cartoon level CGI, so I don't know exactly what's going on there, but let's take a quick look at the back. It shows off some of the features. Weapon activates energon glow, blaster cannon converts to battle hammer, snap-on missile, and that's all pretty cool. I'm liking it so far. Let's check out the bio here. If there is any Autobot the Decepticons fear as much as Optimus Prime, it is Ultra Magnus. His battle hammer has crushed chassis from one side of the galaxy to the other. No battlefield on which his armored feet have stepped has ever been yielded to the Decepticons. I don't know about that, but, you know. So we'll check out his technical data. He has a strength of 10, which, I don't know, that seems a little excessive. Everything else seems pretty normal. Courage, I don't know if that should be 10 either. He's very courageous though, so maybe. But yeah, that's pretty much it for the packaging. He's got the co-cell for Skyquake on the bottom, who I don't believe is available yet, but that's pretty cool. And let's get this guy open and see what's going on. Okay guys, here he is, Ultra Magnus, vehicle mode. It's very simple, simple vehicle mode. It's pretty much got like 2 paint apps on it. But I like it actually. It's very solid little car. The only problem I would say is really the weapon, the mechtech weapon, which actually, I'm going to put this right out there, I kind of like this one. As far as mechtech weapons go, it could be a lot worse. This one actually kind of makes sense. I mean, in this mode, it certainly looks like a big, humongous gun, and I really like that. You could even pass it off as like a towing mechanism for the back of the truck if you really wanted to, but it looks to me more like, you know, just a large anti-aircraft weapon on the back of this truck. But he's got, you know, 6 wheels. The ones in the front are actually attached by a pin. The backmost are attached just by friction. Another thing is, yeah, the gun doesn't really plug in anywhere. It has these little support struts here that come out, and there's the 2 pegs here on the gun, and they kind of just rest there. They don't actually plug in securely. They'll just pop right out. You can kind of force them down in there a little bit and it'll be a little more secure, but it's not terribly secure. But we'll get to this thing later on. And yeah, I mean, very basic. You can fold these into the legs if you don't want them out. But let's see. He has 5mm ports. Yeah, and yeah. So a decent amount, and I'd wager you could even, I'm gonna say, yeah, you could even put a couple other mechtech weapons or weapons like that into those, because they actually do plug in there. It's just the nature of how this is designed that it doesn't fit securely in. But yeah, so that's pretty much the vehicle mode. You can see from the bottom it's pretty hollow. You can see through the legs there, and you can pretty much just see Ultra Magnus hiding like he's in a closet. Shh, hey, don't tell him I'm in here, okay? But other than that, I mean, it's a nice, solid vehicle mode. It holds together very well. And just do a quick comparison shot here. I don't have a whole lot of Prime toys with me at the moment, but here he is with a Viacon, and as you can see, he's a decent size here. Definitely quite a bit more mass than this little guy here. Well, that's that. And yeah, so let's take a look at his robot mode. Alright, to transform this guy, it's a very simple transformation, and basically all you gotta do is loosen these bits in the front here, kind of get the whole hood of the car out of the way, or the whole top half of the truck, I should say, like so. Flip the grill up, and this whole piece is just going to come up and back, kind of out of the way, and then basically he just kind of explodes into a robot. So yeah, I'll try and explain this, but it's kind of doing it by itself. So here are the arms, and as you can see, they start out this way, and then just going to push them out to the sides like so, and then there is a tab. You can see the slot right there, and the tab here on the top of the car itself, and it's just gonna plug right into that. Actually, no, I am incorrect. This will come down farther, and then it will plug in. There, and it actually plugs in very, very nice and secure. And then do the same for the other side. Plug it in there. And take the shoulders and put the shoulder pads up front, like so. And you can see he's got the smokestacks here. And then give him some hands. Take the side panels of the vehicle and flip them around. Kind of secure those into place. Bring his legs down. Split them. Toes. Then you unpeg these back wheels, like so, and just spin them up, unpeg, and spin them up. And then this is going to, oh, you want to fold in this gray piece that holds the, sort of holds the weapon in, because that'll be in the way. And then you just fold this around, and you can see tab, slot, just like so. Just like so. And then you just stand them up, and I'm going to adjust this a little bit in just a moment. Okay, Alright, and there's Ultra Magnus. This guy is very simple, I will say that. He is super simplistic. Very cut and dry. Like, what you see is what you get. There's no like hidden magic about his transformation. However, he is a very satisfying robot here. I really do like his design. Let me get a close-up of his face. Very cool looking face. Very nice detail. I really do like it. Let's see. Alright, so let's quickly go over articulation. So, as you saw a moment ago, he has ball-jointed head, which is a little bit blocked by his collar here, but really not badly. You can still get some really nice poses out of him. You can't really look up too much, but he's got a decent look up. Side to side's pretty good, and he can kind of tilt his head a little bit to look, you know, confused, should you want him to be confused, Ultra Magnus. He's got ball-jointed shoulders. They go all over. Bicep swivel. He's got those fakey ratchet elbows. Ball-jointed hand. It's limited by the way that it's the forearm is constructed, but you can still get, you know, his hand to turn and get some decent poses out of that. Thighs are on ball joints. He actually does have a hip swivel. It's only slightly hindered by his backpack, which is not that terrible, honestly. Like, from the side, you wouldn't even notice. And, you know, he's got a hip swivel, you know, waist swivel, thigh swivel. He's got what sound like genuine ratcheting knees. I don't know how well that's coming out on the video, but his toes are barely posable, but that's pretty much it for his articulation. But absolutely not bad. Not bad at all. And he certainly, I really do like his silhouette. That, I think, is really doing it for me. Just the front-on kind of stare, I like a lot. So, now that we've seen Ultra Magnus and, you know, his pretty much what he's got going on, let's take a look at his weapons and see how those are. Actually, one thing I forgot before we get into the weapons, I'll do a quick comparison. Here he is next to First Edition Optimus, and you can see that Prime is a little bit taller. Magnus is also a little hunched down, but they're very nicely proportioned, I think, in size together. They look very nice standing next to one another, certainly. And here he is with a deluxe, pretty standard size deluxe Vehicon, so you can kind of get an idea of how tall he is. And yeah, I think he looks really cool within the realm of the other Prime toys. So yeah, anyway, we'll move on from that to the weapons. Alright, first off, for his weapons, we have this little missile. It's very reminiscent of the missiles that he had on his shoulder launchers from the G1. And yeah, I mean, it's nice. You can use it. You can just stick it on his forearm here and have him, you know, fire missiles that way. The package has him holding it like a gun, which I guess you could do too, if you so desired. And you can actually just plug it here in his shoulder. Just very G1-ish sort of homage. Actually, you know, this Ultra Magnus actually reminds me a lot of animated Ultra Magnus. It's just a very similar kind of style to me. But I really am digging it. And as for his other weapon, he has, of course, the Magnus hammer. This is a mechtech weapon, and it starts out as a big honkin' artillery piece here that he can hold, barely. And he can't actually... Yeah, his shoulders are a little loose. I may have to do some nail polish or something on that and see if that tightens up at all. But you can put it in his hand or on his forearm. He also has plugs on both sides, and the barrel is also a 5mm plug, so you could do that if you so desired. But the whole point of this is that you hold the handle and push on the gun barrel, and it flips up to become the Magnus hammer. Now here's something that you may find interesting. Unlike every other mechtech weapon we've gotten with the Prime line, this one actually has a lock. Yes, that's right. This little piece that all they had to do was add that in, now holds this mechtech weapon in its second form, hands-free. Hands-free. It's amazing, Hasbro. It's amazing. I don't know how you came up with it. It must have taken all day long. Anyway, now that I'm done ranting, you can now have Magnus hold his hammer, and his shoulder is so loose that he is just really anxious to put that hammer down on somebody. So he's ready to go. It's almost like an action feature if you think about it. But you know, not really. But yeah, I really love the fact that they actually added a lock to that. It really is a breath of fresh air. But yeah, so that's a Magnus hammer. It lights up. It's all green. You know, just be careful, because I'm sure prolonged being held, prolonged periods of it being held in hammer position will stretch this spring and destroy it, and then it will no longer go back to shape, like it doesn't seem to want to do now. But there we go. Yeah, very nice. So that's the Magnus hammer slash Destructo gun of 1,000 dooms. So Ultra Magnus, he's cool looking, he's simple, he's a little floppy out of the box, but it's an easy fix, I think. Do I recommend him? Yes, I do. Yes, I do. He's not the strongest Voyager to come out of the Prime line, but he's definitely a really cool one, and if he ends up being in the show, everybody's going to want to have, a version of the character. And I think this one definitely wins over the Cyberverse. As much as I love the Cyberverse, Ultra Magnus, I do definitely think this is a step up. Yeah, so recommend? Yes, indeed. I believe this was available on Hasbro Toy Shop. I think it is now sold out, but it is showing up all over the place in the United States. Other countries, I don't know how your distribution goes for you guys, but I hope it shows up soon for you. And yeah, that's going to be it for Ultra Magnus. I've got a lot more coming very soon, so definitely subscribe so you'll know what's coming up when I upload new videos. Be sure to like if you found this video informative, because it really helps me out to get me noticed on the YouTubes. And definitely comment if you have any comments, if you have any questions. If you just want to talk about nothing at all, that's fine too. Drop me a private message or whatever, and I'll be happy to answer as soon as I possibly can. But in the meantime, thank you guys so very much as always for watching, and have a great day. I'll see you next time.